Hi, there's another story called A Tree is a Plant by Clyde Robert Bulla, illustrated by Stacey Schuett. The essential question for the story is, what happens to a tree as it grows? Let's find out. A tree is a plant. A tree is the biggest plant that grows. Most kinds of trees grow from seeds, the way most plants do. There are many kinds of trees. Here are many of them. How many do you know? There's maple, conifer, persimmon, palms, willow, and lemon. This tree grows in the country. It might grow in your yard too. Do you know what kind of tree it is? This is an apple tree. This apple tree came from a seed. The seed was small. It grew inside of an apple. Have you ever seen an inside of an apple seed? Ask an adult to help you cut an apple in two. The seeds are in the center. They look like this. Most apple trees come from seeds that are planted. Sometimes an apple tree grows from a seed that falls to the ground. The wind blows leaves over the seed. The wind blows soil over the seed. All winter, the seed lies under the leaves and the soil. All winter, the seed lies under the ice and snow and is pushed into the ground. Spring comes, rain falls, the sun comes out and warms the earth. The seed begins to grow. At first, the young plant does not look like a tree. The tree is very small. It is only a stem with two leaves. It has no apples on it. A tree must grow up before it has apples on it. Each year the tree grows. It grows tall. In 7 years, it is so tall that you can stand under its branches. In the spring, there are blossoms on the tree. Spring is an apple blossom tree. Time. The blossoms last only a few days. Then they fall to the ground. Now there are green leaves on the tree. Among the leaves, there are small apples. And apples are where the blooms were before. The apples are green, and they are almost too small for you to see. The apples grow slowly. They grow all during the spring and the summer. In the fall, they are large and ripe. They are ready to eat. We can see the apples in the leaves on the branches. We can see the branches growing out of the trunk. We can see the trunk growing out of the ground. We can see the bark of the tree. The bark covers the branches and the trunk like a coat. But there is a part of the tree that we cannot see. We cannot see the roots. They are under the ground. Some of the roots are large. Some of them are small as hairs. The root grows like a branches under the ground. A tree could not live without roots. Roots hold the trunk in the ground. Roots keep the tree from falling when the wind blows. Roots keep the rain from washing the tree out of the ground. Roots do something more. They take water from the ground. They carry the water into the trunk of the tree. The trunk carries the water to the branches. The branches carry the water of the leaves. Hundreds and hundreds of leaves grow on the branches. The leaves make food from water and air. They make food when the sun shines. The food goes into the branches, and it goes into the trunk and roots. It goes to every part of the tree. Fall comes and water is near. The work of the leaves is over. The leaves turn yellow and brown. The leaves die and fall to the ground. Now the tree is bare. All winter it looks dead, but the tree is not dead. Under its coat of bark, the tree is alive. Spring comes again. Rain falls. The sun warms the earth. The tree blossoms and new leaves grow. As long as it lives, the apple tree grows. As long as it lives, the apple tree blossoms. In the spring, and apples grow on it. When do you like apples trees best? In the spring when they're covered with blossoms? In the summer when they're covered with leaves? In the winter when they are bare? Or in the fall when they're covered with apples? Hope you enjoyed that story.